From supplementary list, item number 1.
Yes.
Your Lordship, matter is still pending in the Honorable Supreme Court, my Lord.
Very well. Since the matter is still pending before the Supreme Court, let this petition appear a further 6 weeks hence.
Obliged.
Paragraph, the parties will have liberty to mention for an earlier listing upon the conclusion of the Supreme Court case. Give it a date.
Obliged.
Light look, yes. There's one light not working right at the end. Yes.
Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From supplementary list, item number 1.
Lord, the petitioner was appointed as a Chowkidar in the Meghalaya Secretariat in the year 1982. He rendered his services for 14 years and thereafter he was reappointed as a peon with effect from year 1996. So I have been praying that the period from 1982 to 96 may please be added to my retirement benefit for the purpose of my retirement benefit. But they say that you were appointed on ad hoc basis, not as a casual employee, not on ad hoc basis. Therefore, you are not entitled to the benefit of those period, 14 years period which we have served. So you are not entitled to any benefit.
No rights, sir.
No rights, Your Lordship.
So for 40, there is a fundamental rules here which provides that the period.
Show us that once you're appointed, that your period as casual employee will be added.
No, casual employee will not be, but ad hoc. But my lord, my submission is that how can a person be treated as a casual employee for long 14 years? Casual employee means on the daily basis as a stopgap arrangement.
It's contractual. It's contractual.
So for long 14 years on the time scale of pay against a sanctioned post, my lord. It was a sanctioned post. I was getting
May have been, but there was no regularization. You were subsequently appointed.
Yes.
It wasn't a case of regularization. If it was a case of regularization, if you were entitled to come within the exception in Umadevi, then it would have been added. But if you were appointed, so your previous engagement was severed, and then you got a fresh appointment. This appointment will have no bearing on your previous contractual or casual service. So there's no right under which we can give it to you. We understand, this kind of, it appears to be harsh, but you have to look at it from the other point of view. Glass is sometimes half empty, sometimes you can see it to be half full. You were lucky that you got so many years of service.
Yes.
There are people who get service for about 4 months, 6 months, and they can't, if they're appointed later, say that, count that. So, though it appears to be somewhat harsh, and but there's no right.
I'm representing the state, Your Lordship. I'm representing the state.
Yes. The appeal is directed against an order of August 9, 2023, by which the appellant's petition under Article 226 of the Constitution was dismissed on the ground that no case had been made out for considering the previous tenure of the appellant as a casual employee for the purpose of reckoning his retirement benefits, full stop. Paragraph. The facts are not in dispute. The appellant was appointed on a casual basis as a chowkidar, a casual basis, to discharge the duties of a chowkidar in the Meghalaya Secretariat on March 1, 1982. Full stop. On April 26, 1996, the appellant was appointed as a peon on a regular pay scale. Full stop. The appellant retired. When did he retire?
2022.
Retired in 2022. And it was only at the time of retirement or thereafter that the appellant sought his previous tenure as a casual or ad hoc employee to be taken into account for the purpose of considering his retirement benefits. Full stop. Paragraph. Upon the respondent authority declining the appellant's prayer, comma, the writ petition came to be filed. Full stop. Paragraph. By the impugned judgment and order, the writ court found that the appellant had been appointed on an ad hoc basis, comma, though on a regular time scale of pay in 1982, but no order of appointment or engagement was available. Full stop. Thus, comma, the writ court was not in a position to gauge the terms of the appellant's initial engagement. Full stop. Paragraph. It further appears that when the appellant was appointed as a peon, comma, nothing in the letter of appointment referred to the appellant's previous engagement to discharge the duties of chowkidar on an ad hoc basis. Full stop. If the appellant had any right or had asserted such right at such stage, comma, that would have been understandable, comma. The appellant accepted the appointment as peon without any benefits pertaining to the period that he spent in ad hoc engagement. Full stop. It was only at the time of his retirement or thereafter that the appellant sought to rake up the issue. Full stop. Paragraph. Since the appellant cannot cite any rules that provide for the consideration of the period served on ad hoc or casual basis.
Ad hoc, my lord, it is there. Casual, it is not there.
It is casual.
On
Casual. He was on casual.
not ad hoc, on casual basis, prior to being properly appointed in a department under the state, comma, there does not appear to be any right of the kind that the appellant asserts. Full stop. It may appear to be somewhat of an anomaly that a person spends the better part of his life in service, but only a small part of it is reckoned for the purpose of his retirement. Full stop. However, comma, the appellant may consider himself lucky that he held on to his casual appointment for a period of 14 years, comma, though the engagement at such stage was open to termination at any time. Full stop. Paragraph. Since there are no clear rights that the appellant can demonstrate, and the appellant had not raised the issue at the time of the appellant's engagement as a peon in 1996, comma, this belated attempt to obtain the benefit of the previous casual employment for part of the for being considered as part of the retirement benefits of the appellant cannot be countenanced. Full stop. Paragraph. Accordingly, comma, the appeal fails. Full stop. There is no infirmity in the judgment and order impugned. Paragraph. WA so and so, together with, if there is anything, are disposed of as above. There will, comma, however, be no orders to cause. Yes.
Item number 2.
What is the appeal against?
My lord,
appeal is, it is a appeal against order and a writ petition, my lord.
Yes.
But there is a substantial delay in filing.
Consider the deal later. Tell us what the merits of the appeal.
Right, my lord. My lord, they have served me a copy for Union of India, my lord. The State Bank is the main contesting party, my lord.
State Bank has not been served.
It appears that it's not been served, my lord. We have not yet served.
No, please serve. Even limitation. The applicant will serve all the respondents, including State Bank of India and State Bank of India, full stop. The matter will appear a week hence, paragraph. The respondent should be informed that should the delay be condoned, the appeal may be taken up immediately.
Obliged.
Thereafter.
Obliged. Highly obliged.
Item number 3.
Yes. Where are we on the Dauki Road? And did we see Mr. Sengupta in court?
Yes.
Yes. Could you hide behind somebody? Tomorrow we'll get the NH6 matter. All these days, the National Highways has been playing ducks and drakes with us. In Chariot, the road is in such a condition that on both sides of the road, people are sitting with fishing rod. The moment it rains, you can fish. The craters are so big.
But my lord, my informations are that they are continuously working.
Your information is contrary to what is actually there.
Yes.
And beyond Chariot, there is no road. And because CBI had raided some of your officials, together with the contractors, you are not taking any interest over there. We'll get the matter tomorrow. Please bring up the matter tomorrow. Nothing to do with state PWD. It is only the National Highways Authority. We'll get your chairman to come and travel the road up and down 6 times.
I'll definitely communicate today itself.
It will come up tomorrow. Yes. What about the Dauki road?
Lordship, we have filed the report. Same things.
Do you have anything to say, Mr. Paul?
I'm unfortunately not here with the report. My apologies for that.
No, we will require it forwarded to you, the report to be forwarded. But as far as the trees are concerned, our order remains. If they actually start work, no trees will be felled.
Lordship, yes, that order remains.
And that,
And your Lordship, package 1, 24/7/2023, the work has been awarded. Package 1.
work has been awarded.
Lordship, yes, by NHID sale.
Very well. Let a copy of the status report filed today, dated September 8, 2023, be forwarded to the petitioner immediately. Full stop. The matter will appear next week.
Balance. Obliged.
And what is the nature of the work that they'll perform? Just get a bit of the details, because they should not be, starting digging and then fell all the trees.
Absolutely, Lordship.
They will fell the trees only when non-felling of the trees will be an impediment to the work.
Absolutely correct, Lordship.
Before that, they can do everything preparatory.
NHA DCL is here, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship is correct, yes. You know,
Obliged.
Item number 4.
Yes, Dr. Monika, you'll probably have to support Mr. Sengupta tomorrow. He will be. There's no road. There's a place called Sonapur. or Sonapur or something like that, where there's a tunnel. On both sides of the tunnel, there's no road.
My lord, regarding the tunnel, my lord,
No, regarding the tunnel, you've been saying for a long time around, and we also believe that this, but they're not doing anything.
no, they removed.
And they've issued a tender for 19 crore and have received only one application. And the extent of the work will probably be 150 crore.
Will definitely call upon the officers, my lord, so that they take it more seriously.
And the bigger officials in Delhi are not responding. There's communication between local administration and National Highways Authority. And over 6 months. This is not during the rainy season. And we are not worried about Meghalaya, we are worried about Bharat Valley, we are worried about Mizoram and Tripura. That's the passage.
I'll sit with them, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, in this matter.
May I please, your lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, I'm praying for some more time, your lordship, in this matter because the department is trying to sort the thing out, your lordship.
What are they sorting it out?
Lordship,
No, they are sorting nothing out.
Lordship, in fact, the department has
On your own showing, you have to pay them the compensation. Pay them the compensation.
for that, your lordship, we are having a meeting on 21st, your lordship.
My lord, what,
When you have your meeting, we'll provide that the compensation has to be paid.
Lordship, kindly allow us 3 weeks time, your lordship. Then we'll,
No, 3 weeks.
my lord, what happened, my lord?
21st is day after tomorrow. We'll give you 1 week.
There'll be 2
They are
weeks. your lordship.
pressurizing the petitioners to come forward and take the all rates. The pressure is going on. I have a serious operation prayer against for 3 weeks.
The state seeks some time and submits that a meeting in respect of this matter is scheduled on September 21.
Lordship, yes.
However, the adjournment is sought for at least 3 weeks. Full stop. Paragraph. The appellants, however, submit that they are being pressurized to accept a much lesser sum than is due,
Yes.
than would be due. Full stop. Paragraph. There is little to adjudicate in this matter, particularly after the surveys have been conducted pursuant to the orders of this court. Full stop. The land which now remains submerged as a result of the dam being constructed has to be regarded as the land which has been de facto acquired, though a substantial part therefore may not have been compensated, a substantial part thereof may not have been compensated for. Full stop. The law has to take its own course, and fair compensation for the additional land which has in fact been acquired but has not been paid for, has to be paid. It is a matter of simple arithmetic. Full stop. Paragraph. It is hoped that the state will indicate how and in what manner the payment will be made when the matter appears next. Weekends, full stop. There is no doubt that the state can persuade the appellants to accept a little less than what may be due, but that does not mean that the state has a right to ride roughshod over citizens and coerce them into parting with land at an inequitable price. Full stop. Give it a date, 7 or 10 days hence.
10 days, Your Lordship, after 10 days.
Yes.
Item number 5.
My lords, initially, this matter was, from the state was represented by His Lordship.
Oh, sorry. In view of the embarrassment to one of us, bracket, Bhattacharya J, comma, let the matter be placed before another bench.
Deeply obliged.
Item number 6.
May it please Your Lordship. Lordship, as per the order dated 17/8/2023, direction was given to a responsible officer from the state to address a lot of numerous issues we address. Lordship, we filed an affidavit, a very comprehensive affidavit.
Yes. Have you got it?
I've been given a copy to do that.
Yes. What are the suggestions? It requires a lot of work at the grassroots level, which may not always be practical. First of all, it requires awareness. Second of all, it requires implementation, and implementation at the micro level.
Lordship is carried.
So that is something which will take time, both awareness and implementation. We cannot expect that, that for years we've been seeing all this happening on both sides of the road, and suddenly tomorrow it will disappear. It will not disappear tomorrow. It will take some time, and it will be unreasonable both on our part and on your part to expect that overnight it will disappear.
Only one aspect, my lord, because we have cited a particular rules for made under the Animal Cruelty Act, my lord.
Yes.
Now, this particular rule, my lord, it requires that Rule 8 of the rules require that, my lord, the livestock markets have to be a certain distance away from the borders. From the borders. State borders.
From the borders also, yes.
Interstate borders as well as the international borders.
Yes.
So here, this aspect has been agitated in this petition, that has not been, there are markets which are in violation of that, livestock markets, and not keeping that distance. So that aspect, whether the...
Very well. While a more wholesome approach has been taken by the court in this matter to cover all aspects of how animals are transported and culled for human consumption, the petitioner says that the focus of the matter is on
Rule 8, Lordship.
Rule 8 of the
Prevention of cruelty to animals.
Prevention of cruelty to animals.
Within bracket, regulations of livestock market.
Regulations of livestock market, bracket was Rule 2017.
2017.
Full stop, paragraph. According to the petitioner, livestock markets are required to be situated certain distances away from any international or state border. Full stop. The petitioner claims that the relevant distance norm is not being followed in the state, and for ready reference cites the livestock markets in Baniat and Kharapara on the Assam border and on the Bangladesh border, and
We have mentioned only this.
Baniat and Kharapara on the Assam border. Full stop. Paragraph. A comprehensive report has been filed by the state, and it is evident from newspaper reports that some steps have been taken by the state for a more ethical treatment of animals, even if such animals are ultimately culled for human consumption. Full stop. However, this aspect of the matter will take time, since a degree of awareness has to be built up, and implementation at the micro level will face resistance that the state has to be ready to meet and deal with. Full stop. Paragraph. As far as the petitioners concern, as far as the petitioner's grievance is concerned, the state must adhere to the rules and ensure that livestock markets are not allowed to function within the restricted areas along state and international borders. Full stop. Again, possibly, the entirety of the livestock market from Anapara and Baniat may have to be relocated. Full stop. The state will look into such regard, task the district level committee with the work of identifying one or more alternative spots and ensure that appropriate steps for relocation are taken within reasonable time. Full stop. Paragraph. As to the more ethical treatment of animals, the matter may be implemented through village heads and local tribal leaders, apart from the police authorities under each police station. Full stop. For a period of time, the word must be spread before the actual display of open carcass is completely forbidden. Full stop. Paragraph. Let the matter appear 4 weeks hence to ascertain what measures may have been taken to relocate the livestock markets in Baniat and Kanapara, and what other steps may have been taken to ensure that meat sold for human consumption are not openly displayed alongside roads. Full stop. Give it a date after 2 weeks.
Highly bless you.
Yes.
Item number 2.
Please, my lords. My lords,
Yes, sir.
I approve the petitioner, my lords.
What is the matter about?
Lordship,
The-
bonded warehouse.
Bonded warehouse matter, my lords, the exact policy.
Can I just?
Yes.
No, please, Your Lordship. Lordship, as per the order dated 29/8/2023, the last
Yeah.
order, Your Lordship had given the state an opportunity to give some suggestions
Yes.
regarding fixation of the rate.
Yes.
So, Lordship, we will file an affidavit,
Yes.
and Lordship, if we just take to para 2 of the affidavit.
My lords directed the state to file a modified scheme, my lords, and they filed an affidavit of 4 pages today, my lords, which has been-
Scheme or suggestion?
which has only been served on me today, my lords.
Very well, since the by the previous of
29/8.
29th August.
August 29, 2023, the court expressed its apprehension that the state was not serious in allaying the misgivings of the petitioners or attending to the several anomalies that had been indicated in the matter pertaining to the setting up of a centralized warehouse for distribution and sale of foreign liquor.
Lordship.
How does the sentence begin? Paragraph. The previous order required the modifications to the existing scheme or a revised scheme should be presented by way of an affidavit when the matter appeared next. Full stop. An affidavit has been filed today, though a copy thereof has been made over to the petitioners only this morning. Full stop. The state refers to the second paragraph of the affidavit to demonstrate that some tweaking in the existing scheme has been made. Full stop. However, the petitioners, without having the benefit of studying the affidavit in great detail, submit that it's merely a cosmetic change that is suggested in how the central bonded warehouse functions. Full stop. Paragraph. The matter will appear a week hence for the petitioners to deal with the.
My lords, if I may request for the 12th of October, my lords, if that is possible, my lords.
That is not possible. Yes, it will appear a week hence.
Item number 4.
Obliged.
May please your lordship.
May
Lordship.
it?
May
Not
please
I.
your lordship. Lordship, this is a appeal, criminal appeal filed against the conviction order passed on 11/10/2022, passed by the Learned Poxo Court, East Castles. Lordship, for a moment, the lordship kindly turn to page number 108 of the paper book. Lordship.
108.
Lordship, there is a vital aspect which perhaps the investigating agencies might have skipped their attention. Lordship, at page number 108 of the paper book, this is the birth certificate of the victim, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, may kindly see, the birth certificate was issued on 6/4/2015, whereas the incident had occurred, Lordship, again in the paper book, page number 5. The alleged incident was occurred on 2011/2014. Lordship, we strongly suspect there is a irregularity in this. Lordship, we are filing.
What did you do in the trial court pertaining to this?
Lordship, this vital aspect was.
Madla,
Lordship, we have.
if juvenility is an issue, we will look at it, but not the victims.
Lordship, we are filing a series of RTIs in the concern.
Wherever you may be, we will give you an adjournment, but this is not a ground that we will allow.
Lordship,
Since the appellant seeks an adjournment, let the matter appear 3 weeks hence. But we will not encourage this. Victim's age, that should have been done conclusively over there. If you have not questioned it, no.
Lordship.
Yes, we understood. Even on top, it's in date of birth is written 2000.
It has been.
Time wasting tactics. How old is your client?
He is now 40, not 32, Lordship. 32. He's 32. He was also quite young, Lordship, at the time of incident.
He was?
He was young. He was 20 years of age, Lordship.
Very good. 20 years, you should understand that you should not be fooling around with a 14-year-old girl. Yes.
Well, this is that Nongklau Ringi clan matter.
Yes, yes.
It appeared before your lordships on many occasions, Baluds, and
Yes, we've said it will appear every day till it's actually disposed of.
Baluds, may I pray, Baluds, if your lordships kindly have this matter next week? I am in some difficulty, Baluds, which is why I
Monday?
am in a position.
Monday is what day? What date?
Monday, Baluds.
25th?
25th. Baluds, may I pray for the 27th or 28th?
No. No taking it later in the week. It will appear on Monday.
Baluds, there is a personal difficulty, Baluds, otherwise I would not have made this request.
All right. We'll accept that and make it 26. We'll give you a personal day. At the request of the private respondent, let the matter stand over for a week. Give it on 27th.
Baluds, I'm grateful. Highly obliged.
Yes.